Hey guys, so vulnerability at its finest. It's wash day, but that's not the point right now. I don't know. I thought about recording the process because I'm really about to touch on my color, and I might do the process and record it. I don't know. That's not what this is about though. So, I'm sorry. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is B.Breshay. And first of all, let me just start by saying I've been being disobedient. Tell the truth, shine the devil. It's been a lot of words that should have dropped by now. There are some I got recorded. I'm gonna go and post one. It lines up with the two that's on my page already. I did it the same day I did that, so yeah, I know it's very late. But I went back and listened to it, and it's probably why you shouldn't do stuff like that. I went back and I listened to it, and I feel like I was yelling. But it really was the passion that I have about that topic, because I have experienced quite a few things that we're gonna get into here on this channel. I'm gonna tell y'all my testimony, some truth and things that I've been through. And it's the story about I haven't decided on what I'm going to title it yet, but when you watch the video, I'm talking about a story in Antioch, Tennessee, about a mom who was taken from her kids, and her mom said that this was weeks prior to her daughter's divorce being finalized. The daughter got killed this past July. So I might be a little rowdy. I won't even say rowdy. Might sound like I'm yelling, but I'm not yelling. I'm just really passionate about it, because I've seen this so many times of you're around people and you think they're who you should be around. You think they love you. You think they care about you. You think that's your friend. You think that's your dog. You think that's your bae. You think that's your boo. You think because that's mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, grandma, granddaddy, auntie, uncle, so you feel like you cool. No. So y'all check that video out. This video, okay, because I did have my handy dandy little list over here. One thing I know I need to talk about is journaling. Now, journaling is not just for, there's no gender on journaling, in my opinion. Everybody needs to talk, and sometimes you don't need to talk to somebody else. You just need to talk to God. But I understand that sometimes we want to talk to another human being. But sometimes when you might be in your season of isolation and God don't really want you, not that he don't want you to talk to people or converse with people, but when you isolating and you trying to grow, I know the common saying is isolation requires separation. But I like to say isolation requires elevation. And really, I think one time I was just writing in my notes and I said it as isolation requires separation so that you can be elevated, or so that there can be elevation. Because, and I can vouch to that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to get into the whole learn how to post a message whenever thing. And I really ain't worried about it, because when I come back on here with the next message, I'm gonna look like my Lord loves me, okay? So, sometimes we want to talk to people, but you got to get away from everybody. You got to get away from people so that you can dissect what are your thoughts, what are your beliefs, what are the beliefs of other people that you've been taking on. What are the steps that God gave you versus the steps you might have got from somebody else. And so with journaling, it's very important. I used to do it a lot as a kid, and now I have to, catch myself on, realize, I ain't journal today. Or I might not journal. I might just think out what I consider thinking out loud now. Of course, when people walk past you, they feel like, oh, you talking to yourself? I don't want to sit here and say it in my mind and just sit here and constantly like, oh, this, and that. No, like, I'm going to say it out loud. So I'm thinking out loud. That's what I call it. And whatever. But write it down. But that's just something that has been keeping me from doing my writing. Along with the hand pain, because I'm a nail tech. So, honey, when you get done shaping nails, you don't want to pick up nothing else. And certainly not no pen that you done went from holding the drill. These my glasses, but you done went from holding the drill up against a nail like this all day. Now you're going to take a pen and grip it firmly. Close your wrist all the way so you can write. Yeah, you don't be wanting to do that. So, yeah. But you got to do things you don't want to do. And I realized I was flashing back over these past few, this last month, these last few days of 2023. And I remembered, like, when I would journal, I would feel such a release, like, after I wrote everything that was on my mind. If it felt like it was making my chest heavy and stuff like that, I would write about it. And I would feel so much better. Even if I might not have the solution, just to get it off of me, out of my mind, off my chest. I don't have to feel like I'm carrying this weight anymore. It just made me feel lighter about it. And I'm in a class, I call them classes, but YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, whatever you want to call them, influencers, basically. I follow some, of course, that are teaching more and more about God, teaching the truth about God, ripping the veil off your eyes. Like, yes, this is something I've been chasing since childhood. And so God has blessed me to come across these women and men. And I basically call them my spiritual teachers. So that being said, I've been told by my therapist when I was in therapy in freshman year of college, she was telling me to journal. And all the spiritual teachers that I have, they've all said the same thing. Journal, write it down. And it's so crazy that something I just used to do naturally as a kid, I had no idea that it was helping me. It was helping me through the traumas that I was going through. It was helping me through the bullying, the emotional neglect, the mental neglect, like just everything. Like, I was a strong kid. I'm not gonna lie. I was a strong kid. A lot of the stuff I was dealing with on an emotional and a mental and a spiritual level, like, I was just fighting back. I was fighting through it. And journaling was one of the ways. And once I stopped, like, once it just got too heavy, it was like, I didn't want to do anything to sleep. I don't want to write about this. I don't want to talk about this. It literally got to the point where the routine when I got home, it was, baby, get in the house, secure the house back up, drop the book bag, fix me something to eat, watch Food Network, because this is back in my chef dream days. And, yeah, once that food kick in, you're sleepy, you take a nap, get up, do the homework, take a shower, get ready for school. So, it just, I went so long without journaling every day like I used to. And I just look back at certain things I used to do as a kid, and I'm like, yeah, God always had his print on me. Because, first of all, my mom told me about how it was when she was pregnant with me. And she told me that she couldn't keep no weight on me. Not me, her, sorry. She couldn't keep any weight on her. She was so sick. Like, she literally probably didn't have anything but belly. But it was like she couldn't keep anything down. And so I got a revelation about that, and it was just like, okay. So the whole thing about it was the devil didn't want me here so bad. He was willing to attack my mama and make her uncomfortable, make her miserable the entire pregnancy. Now, she had already had my brother and sister through a C-section, so of course that's how she had to have me. But even when I got here, my mom said she didn't believe I was hers because she was like, you look like a Caucasian baby. I didn't think you was mine. And I'm looking at her like, ma'am, you was a light-skinned lady and you had me with a light-skinned man. What you thought I was going to come out looking like? But whatever. The eyes threw her off. So she was just like, I didn't think you were mine. I was like, well, no, I am. And I definitely am. I can say that for a fact. I look like her and I look like my dad. But habits that we have from some habits from childhood aren't bad. And some habits we do need to unlearn and relearn new habits. So, all that being said, some of that kind of got into, like, you know, the testimony of my life. Just a little background, quick synopsis or whatnot. We'll get all the way into that. But like I said, this here was just really about journaling. And the message is like to the women, but this part right here I'm finna say is to the men. I know society has you all thinking that you weak if you cry. No. I want the men of today to stop allowing people who are people just like you to teach you and tell you what you supposed to do, how you supposed to act as a man. These people don't know. Because if they really had the key, would your friends be doing the same shit you doing? And yeah, these messages, I'm gonna be myself, sorry. I've been straying away from doing these messages for too long because I smoke weed, because I cuss, because some days my hair ain't done, even though you catching the video before, and I'm gonna give y'all some videos after. Still, it is what it is. Here we are, whatever. People that talked about me all my life, people gonna talk about me, be disrespectful, say crazy stuff to me to the day I die, and do it when I'm gone. So I really don't care. If you don't like your life that much to touch somebody, like God said, don't touch my anointed, that's on you. I wouldn't touch me though. Touch me means talking against, putting your, don't put your mouth on me. Don't talk about me. Same thing, but still say it two different ways. Don't put your mouth on me. Don't talk about me. Don't send no negative energy my way. Don't wish nothing bad on me. And don't be trying to do no spell work on me, because really, you're doing it on yourself. I just had to throw that in there. But whatever. Anyways, society has men thinking that y'all supposed to be strong all the time. Y'all can't cry. Like, we know the typical, what makes a man, but no, what society is doing is crippling y'all, and they're not making y'all men, they making y'all grown boys, because y'all can't communicate, y'all can't apologize, y'all don't know how to be soft with y'all women, but y'all complaining about not having partners that care about y'all feelings. It goes both ways, men. A woman is not going to be consistent and care about how you feel, what's going on with you, or how your day going, and you don't care about hers. Now, if she did that to you, you be in your feelings. But then when some men do that to women, they feel like, oh, man, you tripping. Like, man, why you tripping today? She ain't tripping. She is not tripping. She has a right to want her feelings to be acknowledged the same way that you do. And what I want to say about journaling is that a lot of y'all still carrying childhood hurt. There's plenty of people out here still carrying childhood hurt. You're going to be healing every day. That's something I learned. I think for the longest, we thought that once you do the work here and the work there, you good. No. As long as you got breath in your body, it's some type of healing work to do every day. So, with a lot of you men out here not wanting to do the work at all, you pushing your wife back. The wife that you swear up and down you don't want, and fuck these hoes and all of that type of stuff, and deep down inside when you not around your boys, you crying because you want a family, because you want a wife, because you want the family that you didn't have growing up. The same way women, it's a lot of women out here want that. Don't sit there and let what happened to your childhood still control you. One of my spiritual teachers did an exercise, and she called it days. And what it was that she had us take the age that we are now, take the age that we were when whatever really, traumatic event happened that we still hold on to hurt about and it still affect us. Take the age that you are now and convert it to days. Take the age that you were when it happened to you and convert that to days. So like, hold on. So let's say I'm 27. I know somebody gonna be like, what? Yeah, I'm 27. So that means I'm 27 and my birthday is, let me see, 4 months away. So far, I made it. It hadn't been a whole 12 months, so 12 from 4. I've been 27 for 8 months. So I'm gonna count the 27. This is how I do it. I'm 27 years old. Okay. 27 times 365 is 9,855 days. Well, I've been here for 8 more months other than me turning 27. So now I'm gonna add the 8 months, and then I'm gonna add the other days to that. So let me see. Y'all don't gotta do it this in deep. This is how in depth I did it. So like I said, 27 made me 9,855 days. Lord has blessed me. I was born on the 9th day of my month. So the Lord has blessed me to be here for 8 more, 9 days of the month. Along with the fact that it is December 30th. So I'm going to add, let me see, the 31 days. I'm gonna just say 15 days about 15 days for the last 2 weeks that was in April. And so we just say about 15 days. We want to add 15 days to that. That'll be basically the end of April. Now, May 9th, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So it's 31 days in May, 30 days in June, 31 days in July, 31 days in August, 30 days in September, 31 days in October, 30 days in November, and today is the 30th. So, and for right now, I'm still here. Lord's will, I hope I make it to the rest of the day and tomorrow. But I'm just going to stick with 30 because this is where we at. So, me adding them 30 days of December that I've been here still. For me personally, I've been on this earth for about 10,114 days. Now, like I said, you don't got to go that in depth to count literally every single day after your birthday until, your birthday come back around to get that extra year. And basically, you getting them days in between you making that full circle of 12 months again. You don't have to do all that. You can just stick with, if you're 25, multiply 25 times 365. That's just something I did. But the bottom line is, okay, I'm 10,114 days old. That's how long I've been on Earth. Let's say something happened to me when I was 10. That's 10 times 365. That's 3,650 days. So if something happened to me at 10 years old, and I'll give y'all an example. we'll just say these particular bullies, because bullying really started probably when I was about 4 or 5. But these particular bullies, these was my 5th grade bullies. Okay. So that happened 3,650 days ago. Or not 3,650 days ago, but that happened when I was 10. So now I'm 10,114 days old. And that happened to me when I was 3,650 days old. That was 6,464 days ago. Oh, well, it's not going to show y'all the right way. It's flipped, but y'all see that? That's a long time. And when my spiritual teacher broke that down, I was like, boy. And I'm not the only person in class, of course. Like, we look at it as family in class. But I got aunties, like, they in their 60s. They in their 30s, their 40s. All of that. Way older than me. They still holding on to stuff to when they was 10 and stuff like that. And when she did that assignment in class, it was just like, my goodness. You only been here 10,000 days. In God's time, you only been here 10 days. Because you know, it say 1,000 years in God's time is 1 day. So I only been here 10 days in God's time. And I'm still holding on to stuff from when I was from 1 day, basically. Let it go, y'all. Let it go. I did an assignment. This was from another spiritual teacher. And how the assignment really was, she said to write how you really feel. Write a letter to the people that hurt you. And be really honest and say how you feel about it. And that was basically like your rough draft. Then in your final draft, you was going to say how you felt, but you was going to say it in a nicer way. And then let it go, like you burned it up. I didn't do no final draft, because what I come to realize is once you said it, you said it. And that's going on your list for Judgment Day. So, I mean, hey. I said what I had to say. I said it the way I felt it. I said exactly how I felt. If it was some excruciating, crushing pain in my heart for how people had done me, people had treated me. And no, I'm not perfect, but I went through a lot of stuff that I really wasn't even my trauma to go through. But it was like proving my loyalty to people that I don't care where you come from, what you've been through, what you go through. Like, that's not gonna make me treat you no different. What's gonna make me treat you different is you treat me like shit. That's when I'm gonna start treating you different. That's when I'm gonna start backing you up. When I'm telling you I don't like things and you gonna continue to do it, that's when I back up. So it didn't have anything to do with the fact that these people came from different backgrounds or stuff like that. Like, no. And so again, all that to say is that when you journal, you learn how to stop holding on to stuff. Sometimes you have to journal because it's a good way to remember when God brings stuff back full circle. If you got a good mental memory, I mean, that's cool too, but it is better to journal. And like I said, I really feel like for our men, they need to learn how to journal. And y'all need to stop being so, oh my goodness. Men swear they don't care what people think about them, but yes, y'all do. Y'all do simply by how y'all just continuously try to fit in with society. You know them niggas over there ain't doing nothing right. And you know it's the wrong thing, but because you don't want them to say something bad about you, you with them. So, do you want to be with them when they get their ass locked up too? Do you want to be with them if they meet premature death? You ain't gonna want to be with them then. You ain't gonna want to be loyal and stand 10 toes down with your niggas then. So why Like, why you care? Cause, oh, well, they fucking all the females. He ain't told you he got some too. He ain't gonna tell you that. And the person that gave it to him, he'll let you boner. Let you slide right on her, and I ain't told you, hey, man, she got that stuff. You might not want to get her, no, because guess what? He wasn't never your friend anyways. We always talk about how the women have friends that don't really be their friends. We don't really get in too deep about men. I mean, you hear about it, but not like, come on. Like, when it comes to these healing courses and these healing classes, there's not a lot of people vouching for the men like they're vouching for the women. At least I'm not seeing it. So, I'm here to vouch for both. Yeah, I'm a female, but at the end of the day, God made us both with feelings, with a mind, with a heart, and a soul, which means we all experience trauma that has changed the way we thought about things. It's changed the way we feel about things. And yeah, we might process emotions differently, but men and women are still human. Men and women still go through trauma, and men and women still have the ability to hold on so tight to the trauma that the trauma starts playing out at work. It starts playing out in your relationships. It starts playing out in your friendships. It starts playing out in your relationship with God and your relationship with yourself. So, it's something that needs to be talked about. If it's things you feel like you can't share with somebody, this is where your journal comes in, because you don't have to share it with nobody other than God. And people think, well, you know, God knows everything. I used to think that, but it's like, it doesn't matter that he knows everything. What he wants is for you to come talk to him the same way you get on the phone and go call your best friend. The same way you get on the phone to go call your dog. The same way you get on the phone and call your old head because you want to get some advice from Uncle them about what you going through with your little old lady or whatever you want to call her, or your old man. Ask God. Because what if, first of all, what if Uncle really don't like your old lady and trying to break you and your old lady up? Hello? What did I just say earlier in the video? It don't matter that these people be... You think people have your best interest at heart. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't always be the case. So, man, I know somebody. Out of all the people in the world, some man is it's gay for men to journal. Well, baby, you stay unhealed. Because I ain't talking to you if you think it's gay. If your friends sit up and call you gay because you writing out the shit that's been keeping you way down and been keeping you a mean man, nobody, women that are healed or that's working on their healing, we don't want no mean man. Don't nobody want nobody cranky all goddamn day. Every time I ask you something, you act like you got an attitude. Why are you here then? If you got an attitude with me, every time I ask you something, get away. You don't gotta be here. At least not with me, baby. I'm not forcing you to be nowhere you don't want to be. You don't gotta be here. Bye. Because I don't want nobody around here treat me like they can't stand me, but you in my face. And then you gonna want something later. Boy, bye. No. So, men, y'all need to get around the friends that's gonna check y'all about the things that y'all be doing. Women too. I'm not here to push toxic girl era or toxic man era. No. We've been toxic for too many years. Our mamas and our daddies did it long enough. Grandma and granddaddy did it long enough. It's time for some different shit. If you want different than what they had, you're going to have to do the things they did not want to do. You're going to have to see the things that they did not see. People think talking to a therapist makes you crazy or something. Okay, well, even if you don't want to talk to a therapist, I'm telling y'all, writing them letters to God, write them letters to them people that hurt you. Write them letters, because this is what I did. I wrote the letters. I wrote the same way I probably would have roasted them in person. I wrote it the same way. And I had me a little personal bonfire. I probably said that real country, whatever. Bonfire, whatever. I had me a little fire. I threw all this shit in the fire and I burnt it up because I can't take that with me. Stuff I thought was healed, stuff I thought it was gone, it wasn't. But I had to finally let it go. And it's time for a lot of us to finally let some things go. I don't know what I'm gonna title this because this kind of been all over the place. But for the most part, it's just journaling. Let it go. That's what we're gonna call this. Let it go. Let it go because it's becoming a blockage. Let it go because no, it wasn't okay that your dad was not there, that your mom was not there, that you were sexually abused, physically abused, mentally abused, emotionally abused, or you were all of them. It's not okay. But don't give those people that power, not another second in your life, whether you're a woman or a man. So men, you don't got to go get no special journal. Go get your old school composition book, boo, from like when we used to have to do, and I'm tearing up because, you know, sad situation, but it don't have to be nothing special. Like, go get a notebook. Go, like I said, get an old composition book. Go get whatever. My teacher don't even like regular books for her journal. She use sketchbooks. And I think that's so cool because I ain't never thought to use no sketchbook to do anything but draw in that motherfucker. So, I mean, whatever fits your prerogative, whatever is your prerogative, whatever. Just go get you something to be your emotional outlet instead of throwing the alcohol back. It's not doing nothing. And I'm not saying anything against alcohol because I do enjoy wine. But drinking it to cure your problems, overindulging in the weed to cure your problems, or it ain't curing it, y'all. If anything, it's just wasting your money because you're going through it so fast. You're going to have to go and call the plug back again. You're going to have to go back to the liquor store. Or you don't do none of that. Your thing is you working out. Okay, now working out is a good thing. But you can overdo anything. If you just already did your 30 minutes and your 30 minutes to an hour and you bench press, and now because you stressed out, you finna go do... No. Just get some rest, sis, or bro. Just go write. Writing is an emotional outlet. And as far as this journaling stuff or just writing, you don't want to call it journaling, call it creative writing. You know, you're just getting some stuff off your chest. It helps. It really do. And I'm not against therapy at all. I'm not. Like I said, I've been in it before. But what I realized was I had been my own therapist since a child. After I said a prayer and wrote how I felt about something in my journal, that was it. That was it. And I really did feel better after that. So, I'm here to tell you that's really all you need. The word, a conversation with God, and that journal. Write it out. Get it off. And I know what our problem is as humans is we worry about everything. Everything. We worry about it. We worry about it so much. And God tell us in, what is it? I always get it flipped up. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I don't know. I always switch it up between Matthew 6 and 26 or Matthew 6 and 33. But I'm hitting the nail on the head either way it go. It's in Matthew chapter 6, but God tells us don't worry about tomorrow because it come with his own. He said, first, he said, can you add an extra hour to your life by worrying? No, you can't. Actually, you're taking seconds, minutes, hours. You're taking it from your life. You're not adding it to it. You're taking it away. And so, after he said that, he said, don't worry about tomorrow because it got its own worries. So, let me see. Is it 26? Oh, okay, that's what it is. It's not 26, it's Matthew 27. He said you cannot add any time to your life by worrying about it. And then, what I say, 34? Yes. And then he drops down and he says, so don't worry about tomorrow. Each day has a little trouble of its own. Tomorrow will have its own worries. So, that's where the anxiety comes from. Because you worry, you're anxious. You can't sit still. You just always wondering, always curious. That was my problem. And I'm not even going to say was. That's still my problem. But 27 and 34, Matthew 6, always check me. So, it's a work in progress. But this really is about letting it go. Like I said, I'm going to do a testimony series in regards to me. To give my testimony. To help someone. And I pray that it does in advance. I thank God for helping someone in advance. I thank God for this video helping someone. But, and look at it. We almost 40 minutes in. I was not expecting it. But, yes. I just want you all to, male or female, like, this world is wicked. It's getting more wicked by the days because that time is approaching. And peace within yourself, at least, is the least that you can give yourself. Whether you're a man or a female. A man or a woman. I'm not going to say male or female. But whether you're a man or a woman, that's the least you can give yourself. It's peace within yourself. Peace with your past, because you can't do nothing about it. It's gone. That time is gone. Them people are gone. Some of them may not even be on earth no more. And even if they are still here, they're gone out of your life. So, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that it's important to let go. I had to learn that. Because, and I've been hearing this a lot too, but I had to process, and I'm like, maybe that is why it's so hard to let go. We think that because if we let go, we're saying that it's okay. No, it's not saying that it's okay of what happened to you. You're letting go because you have no control over it. It already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. It wasn't right. It definitely hurted you. It definitely shouldn't have happened to you. But what you can do is pick up the lessons from it and say, you know, okay, as a mother or a father, I'm not going to leave my kids around on anybody. Family make you related. It don't mean you can be trustworthy. Because some of the molesters and the pedophiles share your same bloodline for some of y'all. Y'all pedophile, y'all molester, or, you know, attacker. I'll say that. All the same thing, but your attacker has the same blood running through their vein as you. For some people. Some of y'all, your attacker was somebody that your family trusted you to be around. And whether that's an adult or a child, in both situations, being family or whatever, or like I said, bullying, whatever has happened, it already happened. Again, it don't mean it's okay. It don't mean that you weren't a victim. You were, but you don't have to stay one. It's the thing. And that was something I had to learn. I don't have to stay a victim to the things that I've experienced. I don't have to stay a victim to the trauma, the rejection, the bullying, the body shaming. Oh, honey, I've experienced it all. And yeah, y'all see me now, my face a little round, but we talking about before it was not even as bad, people were still body shaming me. And I didn't understand, because I'm like, I'm not even fat, but I'm still getting called fat, big fat, all that. And I wasn't even trying to make that rhyme, but still. And it's crazy. And they might, as adults, they might not have known what they did to me as a child. Some of them do, because they still try. But they might not have known what they did to me as a child. But as an adult, I'm pretty sure it has sunken in. And it's the same thing for y'all. Some people knew what they did to you was going to destroy you, and they did it anyways, whether you was a child, or this was adolescent years, or these was young adult years, or old adult years. I don't know who's gonna watch this video and take the time to listen and hear what I got to say. So either way it goes, some people knew what they was doing to you. Believe that. Some people really had intentions on making you feel like shit, making you feel like the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of somebody's shoe. Hell, the cow manure from a plant, whatever. And plant, I mean the people who take it and make it that good mulch to make your flower garden look so pretty. Yeah. The people knew exactly what they was gonna do and how it was gonna make you feel, but they didn't care. And that's sad, and it's messed up. It is. But that's life, and that's reality. That's something we gotta learn. Everybody here don't work for God. Everybody here don't care to know him. Everybody here don't care to follow him. And so even you can be the most messed up, dirtiest, nastiest, or ugliest looking person, quote unquote, on the outside. Don't matter what the outside look like. This is why you don't judge a book by its cover, because if the light is inside of you, 9 times out of 10, the ugly and the nastiest and the what you call came from people throwing it on you anyways. They ugliness, they nastiness, they dirtiness, they done threw it on you to try to get it up off of themselves, because they don't like it also, but they didn't do nothing but cause trauma to somebody else, hurt and pain to somebody else. You passing it along instead of healing it so it don't pass. But see, certain people, when it comes to you, it ends with you. And that's what a lot of us have to realize. It's going to end with you. Men, y'all got to stop saying y'all want better, but y'all thinking with your lower head instead of your upper head. Y'all know what I mean. I'm seeing this post on Facebook where it's talking about, as a man, you can't talk to nobody. You just got to eat the shit up and go through it. And every time I see it, I share it and I say no. That is the most fucked up way to think, that you got to sit there and just take all the pain and the trauma. Who told you that? Young man, old man, young sir, old sir. Who told you that you had to sit there, take the trauma from your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your auntie, whoever's friend of the family, your sister, your brothers? And I mean, hey, you got some people that the sexual abuse came from somebody in their immediate family, but I ain't even going there. I mean, like the bullying, the hating, the jealousy, the sibling rivalry, honey. And the men be out here thinking they can't talk about it, because don't nobody care. Do y'all need to get around some people who do care? Because there's some people out here that care. Y'all stop trying to force people to care about y'all. It'll be a woman in your corner that's listening to you, that hear you out, that understand that you're a human too. You might be a man, but you got a heart. You got feelings. You got a mind. The same way spiritual attacks come upon the female mind, they come upon the male mind. The same way women get attacked all the time spiritually, men get attacked spiritually all the time too. Like, women and men, I'm gonna need y'all to stop trying to turn hoes into housewives and husbands. They gotta want to be there on their own. And a lot of y'all in these miserable relationships and situationships and all of that type of stuff. And no, I ain't talking like I'm just perfect and I ain't been up there. Guess what? I was in situationships. I was in relationships, getting cheated on at an early age. Getting cheated on and thinking that, you know what, I got a boyfriend. No, God nipped that in the bud with me right now. You ain't got nobody that's loyal to you and that wants to bring you up under my ruling and ask me for your hand in marriage. You ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. You better get him away from around you. Because if he really talking about something, if he really care about you, he gonna do what I say. He gonna do it my way. My way being God's way. I said that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. You are his rib and you are his helpmate. And if he not coming at you with that type of mentality, then you need to stay away. Vice versa. If I was a man, he'd be telling me, you need to be finding a wife, not a fling. Or not a wop. Yeah, I went there. Because what you don't know is God ain't stupid and God know what all his kids want. You take your time and you let me point out, not me, but God. You take your time and you let God point out. I was talking this is what God would say, but you take your time and let him point out who wifey is. Pretty sure wifey's gonna have the wop if the wop is important to you. I'm just saying. The sex is for the married folks anyways. So, yeah. Y'all gotta stop letting worldly things, like, not even just y'all. We all. Me too. We gotta stop letting worldly things and stuff we see, stuff we see online make us think we not living a life. We broke and we don't have this and we don't have that. I find myself getting into that sometimes because I'm like, oh, Lord, the business ain't businessing right now. I'm going to keep seeing the vision, though. The motherhood ain't approached me yet, but I'm going to keep seeing the vision, though, because I want me a little bit of the marriage ain't marriaging. But I'm still in my season of preparation, so I really can't even be mad about that. And the simple life meaning, like, where we're not on social media trying to impress everybody and trying to stun on everybody and that there. I needed to say this, okay? I just had to realize the other day that was something I had to work on. Wanting to stun on people because they made me feel so bad and they just treated me. I'm talking about treat your heart, baby, drag your heart through the mud, through the shit, all type of stuff. I had to stop feeling like, I can't wait. I'm gonna shit on everybody that made me. I don't want to shit on y'all. I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna let shit on y'all. And I know he probably wouldn't agree with this way of me saying it, but he know. I'm gonna let God shit on y'all. That's a different type of bowel movement. Catch that in the spirit. That's a different type of bowel movement, and that's a different type of ass whooping. I try to no longer try to, get my leg back, stuff like that. I'm gonna say what I gotta say and walk away or be done with it. But like the continue back and forth and all that type of stuff, don't waste y'all time trying to get nobody back. I don't care who it is. Don't waste y'all time. People that's trying to like come against you severely and tough. Now you do what you gotta do to protect yourself. And that's you stay prayed up and you ask God to you thank God for protecting you. And you thank him for always keeping and allowing his angels to always surround you and protect you from harm's way. Because they will do that. And he will order them to do that. And I know some people, this is why I say you do what you got to do. I know it's some people out here that taught them some extra security, that taught them a little iron, a little steel. So, hey, nothing wrong with that, especially in these days. But this video was, I ain't gonna say this video was all over the place. I kind of have to throw those my personal life examples in there to show, you know, give y'all a little understanding of what I mean. Make sure y'all remember, hey, I ain't here to be trying to play like I'm Miss Perfect, because I'm not. I've messed up too. Like I said, going back to situationships, I've fallen victim to that, and I had to snap out of it. Like, nobody but God, of course, but I had to snap out of it. I had to remember, like, what I'm worth, what I deserve. And because the thing about it is, there are a lot of people that are with people because they don't want to be alone. And that's how the devil be getting us and be setting us up. And while all kids are blessings from God, this is how a lot of y'all got kids with people that, if you could do it over, baby, you wouldn't have chose him or you wouldn't have chose her. But the kid's here now. So now you just got to pray and go with the best of it. And that's the whole point of why God wants us to be celibate and abstinence until we meet who he has for us, because it's easy to get sexually contaminated spiritually and physically. Let's not forget real deal STDs, but it's not about him trying to control us. It's more about him trying to protect us, because the enemy knows what you like and he knows what you want also. He'll send you that very man you think came from God, and he'll be the man from hell, and vice versa. He'll send you the woman that you swore up and down like, yes, she got everything on my list, bruh. She the baddest, woo, woo, woo. She got this, she got that, woo, woo, woo. And baby, she from hell, bro. Like, legit. She might be in a human body, but she's just an empty vessel for whatever demon want to possess her and want to latch on to you. Because God want to use you, sir, to change and elevate his kingdom, especially in the masculine energy. Because let's face it, I'm not saying there aren't men who have connections with God and they have a relationship with God, but I'm gonna say it's probably more women that have relationships with God than it is men. And that's because a lot of men are stuck in their ego. They stuck in that, you know, oh, you can't tell me what to do. Who can't tell you what to do? You gonna sit here and say the person that is the reason you even still breathing right now can't tell you what to do? You gonna continue to tell him that you don't need his help? And we all do it, but man, men be having some like stubbornness. There's some stubborn women, but man, men can be stubborn, especially when it comes to God trying to snatch them out that player lifestyle. They don't want to leave. Them knows don't want to. They don't want to leave. And even some females, they don't want to leave the Harley lifestyle. And it's like, y'all, if you feel it in your heart, you know it in your mind that you could be in them lifestyles and God trying to snatch you up out of it, just go and walk away. When I say if you don't, the longer you don't walk away, the stronger your ass whipping gonna be. Don't do that to yourself. Just go and leave it be now. Just go and leave it be. I'm telling you. And even it's not relationships that God trying to pull you out of, the friendships. Don't let God gotta tell you too many times, bro, that that's not your dog. Don't let him tell you too many times and give you too many visions and give you too many dreams, or even just let the thought come across your mind that, hey, him right there, you better watch him, because in a minute, in a heartbeat, he'll set you up. In a minute, in a heartbeat, she'll set you up. I feel like I said this in I think I said this in the video that I talked about in the beginning of this one about disregard to aggression, because I'm really just passionate about that situation and just people understanding the depth and just how deep Ephesians 6:12-20 is. But Selena was like the first, like what happened to Selena, that was the first act of betrayal I had ever seen. Like when it really sunk into me that this was supposed to be somebody who was her friend that did this to her, that is the reason she's not here right now. Yeah, God was teaching me early on, you see this, it can be the very people that's close to you that'll do something like this to you, because of the things that I give you, because I gave you this and I gave you that, and I give these things to them too, but I'm not going to give it to them the same way I gave it to you, and they need to learn how to be okay with that. And when they're not okay with that, it's going to be consequences. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. The people that could be around you that really don't mean you no good. Like I said, they don't always have to be friends. Sometimes it's the people that's got the same blood running through their vein that you got running through yours. They don't mean you no good. Just because they're your family don't mean nothing. What that's supposed to mean? I had to learn that one too. The first bully I ever had, family member. Family member. And I ain't talking no on down the line stuff either. No. Family member. First cousin. Household family members. It's true. Y'all ain't seeing all these words for nothing, because it's true. And the first thing they'll be ready to tell y'all is, that's not true. That's not this and that's not. Oh, yeah? Well, why guys talk about it then? Why did God teach us in the story of Joseph that even though Joseph was the youngest, he was the chosen? And guess what? Reuben and Simon and Gad and Dan and what was some of the other brothers? Now, I think he is Zachariah or he's Zephaniah. One of the brother names started with a Z. That was the only brother that just really had some remorse and didn't want to do that to Joseph. But them other two, ooh, it's a brother, Levi. There we go. I'll say it's a brother name that started with an L. That Levi, Simon, and Reuben, baby, they ain't care. Who is he? And I'm paraphrasing, but this was their attitude. He the youngest. How is he gonna be the leader, the king? How he gonna be the one to break the blood curses? Because you ain't got no pure heart, boo. That's why. Because God didn't choose you, and it ain't that you're not qualified to do anything good, but God already knew who you was gonna be. God already knew you've been playing your daddy since you've been here. You've been doing what you want to do in regards to your mama and your daddy since you've been here. So why I'm going to choose you for? You don't even obey them. Why am I going to choose you? And when I say obey, no. I'm not talking about lying for mama and daddy. I'm sorry, no. I'm not talking about that. No, baby. We about to be an hour in. It is what it is. No. That ain't what God's talking about. Mom asks you to clean your room, clean your room. Dad asks you to take out the trash, take out the trash. You putting the trash in there, why you can't take it out? And see, that's how I probably sound on that other video. But that's why I'm like, don't take it personal. It's just emphasis on what I'm teaching. So, And Silver, there was Silver, who was that? Leah, Rachel, and Jacob? I think that was Jacob. The brothers. Yeah, Jacob and Esau. These were Isaac's sons. So these was Abraham's grandsons. But take Jacob's wives, for example. Jacob never wanted Leah. He wanted Rachel. But the witchcraft and the manipulation that the father of Leah and Rachel did on Jacob, he didn't know. He thought, okay, I'm going to make this deal and then I'm going to get my wife and, I'm going by my real way. No. He had to work 7 more years to finally get Rachel. But do you see the sibling rivalry that was there? They were sisters and they had the same husband. And they was playing get back with each other and using babies to do it, y'all. That's why the baby mamas and the baby daddies and, take the Peter Gunn situation from Love and Hip Hop. Tara got pregnant, Amina got pregnant. Tara got pregnant again, Amina got pregnant again. And I don't know how many, but like, didn't that happen like 2 or 3 times? Like, Amina became the wife before Tara did. Tara was pissed about it. But Tara had took Peter whole time from his previous baby mama. So the same way you get them, it's the same way you lose them. They had just had a baby, if I'm not mistaken, Tara and Peter. He goes and marry Amina, get a baby with her. Tara pop up pregnant again. Amina pop up pregnant again. So I'm like, they weren't siblings, but I'm just saying, that back and forth though. Kids being born not even out of love, you would say, but it's more out of spite and I can have another baby by him too. Oh, I can have a baby by him too. Oh, I can have a baby. These aren't baby dolls. These are children. Like, when you get done having a baby to prove a point to another woman about a man, can you be a mother to that child? That's what's important. Because you can do that all you want to, but what good does it do if you done did all that and now you miserable in this household? Or sir, because men do it too. Now you miserable in this household. You try to prove a point to this man by knocking this woman up. And, he probably was hurt. But eventually, he gonna move on from that. In most cases, the people move on. And so in the right case, what good does it do you to do all that to get back at somebody over a person? When you'll mess around and do that and be the one stuck. Or feeling like you stuck in prison, in jail, you do that plan and all that stuff, and for what? Just to prove a point to somebody else, and the whole time you miserable. And you gotta be careful what you ask for, because you be thinking you wanted the family with that person so bad, and then guess what? No, it ain't what you thought it was. Or it could be what you thought it was, but you weren't who you supposed to be. And I'm me, because, I take me. If you're not where you're supposed to be, you're not even going to know what to do with it. If you're not where you're supposed to be, it don't matter that you got the family or you got the person. It's like, okay, now that you got these children here, what you going to do? Because it ain't about none of the stuff that, it ain't about none of that catty stuff that was going on and that you made it about at first. These kids need to know right from wrong. And people be out here having kids as a game. It's not a game. These are the citizens of the legit future. And if y'all just having them just to lock niggas or lock females down, make another female or another nigga mad, like, Y'all ain't having them for the right reasons. Y'all ain't getting them for the right reasons. Cause ain't no such thing as no accidental babies. Everybody know where they come from. If you grown and you out here, excuse my language, if you grown and you out here fucking, you know exactly where kids come from. Which means if you shall get a plus sign on that pregnancy test, if you should get latex with a picture of a plus sign on that pregnancy test, it shouldn't be no confusion and no surprises unless you know for a fact it is not yours. Men. So that's my TED Talk for today, and it was a lot longer than I intended for it to be. And as y'all can see, it's getting dark outside. The street lights are on. My mama ain't said I had to go in the house, but that's enough for this message. Her look a lot better, but it's all good because, like I said, man, I got so many messages to give y'all, and just like whether it's just encouragement or whatever. Oh, and you know what? Before I go, and I know this is a little book. My spiritual teacher, the one that told me about the day's assignment, she told me about this book, and I went and bought it off Amazon. It's called His Princess Every Day. Yeah, it's a devotional book. It looks like this for anybody that want to go get it. And remember, you just flip it around. But again, it's called His Princess Every Day. This was the page for today, and I ended up sending this to somebody. It reminded me. But before I go, I just want to let this be known. This could be applied to men or females. Men or women. Y'all, bear with me. I'm going to get it together. So, today's love letter is called Faithfulness. And I'll just read it for it to say son or daughter. First, let's start with the scripture that is referenced with this devotional. So the scripture that's referenced is Proverbs 4:26-27, which says, "Mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil." That I mean the evil not gonna come around, but don't follow it when it comes, because you know the enemy is gonna come disguising himself like an angel of light, like God said. What I tell you, that man or that woman, or not even just that man or that woman, the job, whatever, always check with God before. So it says, my beloved daughter, but I'm gonna add son to it. So, my beloved daughter and or son, do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by name. I will never leave you or forsake you, my love. I am your faithful father, and you can trust me. I am here with you when you go through deep waters of great troubles. Your human eyes may deceive you when you are in a test of your faith, but when you are in a fiery furnace of your faith, I will not let you burn up or burn out. You can confidently embrace any battle, my beloved, because you are my daughter. You are my son. For the men, victory is yours before you see it. I want to pause right there. Victory is yours before you see it. This is the key of faithfulness. So tying it all together, let it go. Don't want to see the revenge, because it's not good to do. It's just wanting to see the revenge of somebody that hurt you just goes to show God that you ain't healed. You asking me for stuff, but you're not ready for it because you haven't let go of it. You ain't let go of the old so that you can even be blessed with the new. And my grandma used to always say this. I'm going to turn my car light on so y'all can see me do this. My grandma used to always say, you can't get nothing from God with your hand like this. Your hand got to be open. You got to be open Your hand got to be open in order for you to receive. Your heart got to be open in order for you to receive. You got to allow God to come in. So a lot of you men be out here feeling like, oh, you can't talk to nobody. Well, if you feel like you can't talk to nobody about nothing, then you letting it be known, you putting that out there in the universe, whether you realize it or not, that I can't talk to nobody about nothing. I just got to toughen up and deal with the bullshit. No, talk to God about it. Again, I understand us wanting to have 3D people to talk about. But until God bless you with your 3D people, you talk to God about these things. Again, go get you a journal. Go get you a notebook. It don't got to be nothing fancy. Just go get you something and go get you something to write. If y'all got partners and y'all don't want them in y'all business, I mean, hell, you might need to go get her a journal too. Or get him a journal. So then when y'all having y'all journal time, y'all can just sit there and be like, okay, I need to go vent, but I just need some space. And not space as in like I need to get away from you in this relationship. No, okay, maybe he need to go sit outside in the car and journal, and you go sit in the bedroom and journal or whatever. But what I will say for couples, y'all probably should sit. Yeah, I was gonna say y'all can journal your feelings out. And I would say, like, take y'all some time and do journal exercises together. Have your separate journaling. As in, you wake up and you do your devotional. You wake up and you talk to God and you do your journal, and she do the same thing. Or, if I'm talking to a lady, you do this and he do his thing. And then y'all have those, when y'all communicating, trying to get an update from each other on where y'all are, where y'all stand, how things are going. That could be something y'all do. Y'all could do, like, take y'all some notebook paper, do some little fun journaling exercise. It'll help y'all get to know each other better, and it'll help y'all heal y'all relationship. I'll say that. But to finish this, it says, victory is yours before you see it. So trust me in any trial, and you will find peace and comfort, love your Heavenly Father. But I just wanted to say emphasis on victory is yours before you see it. And this is why the love letter is called faithfulness. Because it's like, I don't care what it look like. I'm forgetting. It's getting dark. Y'all won't be able to see me. It don't matter what it looks like. Just try. I ain't gonna say try. Do believe that it can get better. It will get better. Men, do believe that it is okay for you to cry. It is okay for you to talk. If you don't feel like you have a trusted, legit confidant that you can talk to, it's okay to talk to God. He do hear you. I know we feel like, we're not getting a direct response back, but he does hear you. He is watching, and he been knocking on the door. He just been waiting on y'all to answer. And that's why a lot of you men out here, y'all so strong, y'all so strong, y'all bitter, and y'all so strong and so stone cold Steve Austin. Y'all, God can't do nothing with no stony heart. He need a heart of flesh. He need a soft heart. He need a heart that's gonna allow him to come in and work on it and reconstruct it. If you're not even gonna allow the reconstruction, then how could you feel mad and feel like, God won't do this? And, man, I've been trying to do this and do that. God ain't trying to do this. Or I don't even feel like God really got my back, man. Woo. You don't got his. Because having God's back is just simply answering the door when he knock on it. I had to learn that one. God chooses us, but you do have to choose him back. And I don't think a lot of people know or like catch that. You gotta choose him back. He ain't gonna force you. But that's how the relationship goes. You gotta choose him back. So I'm really up out of here, because what I thought I was gonna do as a little 10-minute clip so I could put it on Instagram. I have to take some, make a short from one of the, I have to make a short from this and then post it on TikTok for people to see it. Or I'll probably just post a whole new TikTok where I strictly just talk about journaling and the emphasis of it for men, and men need to do it. But this basically was let it go. Let go and heal. Let go and heal and trust it. And healing is ugly. I don't know who made us think, us being society, I don't know who made us think that healing was pretty, but ain't a damn thing pretty about it, okay? It's ugly. Starting with today, because if we really gonna be real, and if I'm gonna be my most honest and keep it so a buck with y'all, attack. I'm just getting over a spiritual attack 9 times out of 10. I ain't even gonna say 9 times out of 10 I know for a fact, because I've been talking about how I'm gonna do my hair and all that for the last few days, and I'm officially like, once I get up off of here, I'm about to go start my steps. Because if you got curly hair, and don't let the bun fool you, I have it tightly. My roots is kinky and I got it tightly twisted up. But yeah, I'm coming like Symbol on this joint when I take this down. So yeah, if you got kinky curly hair and it's past your, if it's past your ears, you understand. Because it only get more, oh my goodness, wash day. That's going to be your reaction the minute it start going past your chin. Your jawbone. Your chin over here. Y'all, whatever. I can laugh about it. I know what I meant. Your jawbone. Once you get past your jawbone, when it comes to your frozen, your kinky curly hair, yeah, that's that wash day stuff gonna get on your nerves. You're gonna have to mentally prepare for wash day, because curly hair is a job. Hair is a job, period. Making sure your crown is protected and taken care of, and scalp and all that. But curly hair, take a little muscle and elbow grease, baby. But yeah, don't get it twisted. This me. Yeah, I know it might not look like it. Well, we can't even say that. What do you mean? But yeah, we gets cute. We gets cute. So don't even try to hop in the comments and come for me, baby, because it wasn't even about that. It's about y'all trying to get this message. And I hope y'all got it. I'm gonna get on up out of here, because like I said, I wasn't even trying to be on here for this long, but I guess I needed to be. Oh, before I go, let me read the other half. In this book, it's for ladies, because it says my princess every day. So fellas, you on your journey with God and you're trying to get on your journey with God, I would say get this for your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever. And then it's one that Auntie has showed us to get, like, for our brothers, our husbands, and stuff like that. I'm gonna show that to you, y'all. But this is what it do. It's gonna give you the letter, and then it's gonna give you what's called today's decision. So I'm gonna read that, which says, starting today, I know no matter what the situation looks like, now that my God is there and I can trust him, I will put my faith in my God, because I can be easily deceived when I'm in the fire. Today I choose to see that my God is there in my trials, and in him I will get through. Now let me check and see what's the devotional for the men. I know I took a picture when Auntie showed us. Boom, it's called Devotions for the God Guy. And I think this is by Michael DeMarco. But it looks like this. I'll put that right there. There's Auntie fingers in the background. Y'all say hey to Auntie circle, y'all. Y'all can't see it, but still, them her fingers. But yeah. So y'all go get that. Like I said, I think his name is Michael DeMarco. I'm gonna double check that real fast and make sure. Pull it up on Google. Yep. And it don't even cost that much. $6, y'all. $6. And yeah, brothers, I'm finna get on y'all. Cause if you can buy your $25 refill, you can go buy your devotional for dad now. Whatever. I don't wanna hear it. And I said what I said. You can buy your 3-5, you can buy you a devotional book to get you closer to God every day. Let's see. Yes, his last name is DeMarco. So that's DIMARCO. Michael DeMarco. Devotions for the God Guy. There you go. It's on Walmart.com. So yeah, this is for the men. Like I said, men, y'all get y'all a copy of this. Ladies, can get this for your man or your brother, your dad, whoever, whatever guy in your life, you can get this for them. And then the one that I'm reading that she put me on to, since I'm a lady, it's called His Princess Every Day. Now I done gave y'all this 2 or 3 times within this one video, so there you go. It's flipped because I'm recording from my front side camera, and this is taken on the opposite side from another phone. And excuse the little scuff marks and scratches. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. Y'all, don't y'all know I only had that book for like, I don't even think I had that book 6 months. Y'all, my book turned up. I'm talking about, I'm one of those people, when I open my book, I open my book. Like, I want to make sure my book lays flat. That's just something that's always annoyed me as a kid. And the part that, you know, the actual cover and the book pages, they was dang on separating. So I just took it all apart, but I'm like, look at this. Now, I ain't had to go through this with no other book. But my devotional book, when it starts separating from each other, all right, devil with your ugly self. But that's it, y'all. I'm gone for real. It's 1:22. An hour and 22 minutes. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be blessed. Stay tuned for the next video. And peace.